Thank you, David, and good afternoon to you all. Now, certain days are significant milestones for companies, for communities, and for individuals. These are days when we have a chance to reflect on how far we've come and to look ahead to our aspirations for the future. Today is one of those days for both Fiat Chrysler Automobiles and I also believe for the Tipton-Kokomo region. I'm delighted that so many of you are able to share the special day with us, not only those of you here in person, but also those people who are watching us from our 4 plants in nearby Kokomo. I'd like to acknowledge some of the many people who helped us make this day possible, not all of whom are able to be with us here today. Governor Mike Pence could not be here today, but I want to thank him and I want to thank the state of Indiana for supporting our plans and also for their investment in advanced manufacturing education in north central Indiana, which is so important for preparing students for the kinds of jobs that automakers and other industries need to fill today. I'm delighted that Tipton Mayor Havens, Tipton County Commissioner President Herron, and Commissioner Klein and Van Bitter are with us today. Our growth in Tipton would not be possible without their unqualified support. And I would also like to welcome and thank members of the Tipton City Council, state legislators, staff from congressional offices, and many neighbors from Kokomo who are celebrating with us today. I also want to recognize Rich Boroff, President of UAW Local 685. As you well know, the UAW has been an essential partner in enabling today's presentation. But I'm also pleased that Indiana University President Michael McRobbie is here for this dedication. Now this morning, for those of you who don't know, I had the privilege to address the graduating class at Indiana University Kokomo, which actually includes 2 of our ITP-1 employees, Tia McKay, who received a master's degree, and Aaron True, who also earned an MBA. And I'm delighted, I met them a few minutes ago, and I'm delighted to convey congratulations to them on behalf of all of us at Fiat Chrysler Automobiles. As I told the graduates earlier today, it is a recognition that does not reflect the accomplishments of one man, but in reality recognizes the dedication and the courage shown by all the men and women of this house around the world. Now, graduation is an important personal milestone for those graduates, a time to take pride in an achievement that has been earned by hard work while looking forward to creating a better future using the tools that they've acquired during their education. The opening of the Tipton Transmission plant is another sort of commencement. This opening has been a long day, a long time coming. And in fact, 7 years ago and 2 false starts. But now it's a reality and we expect it to employ about 600 people and to be producing at a rate of about 400,000 transmissions by the end of this year. The employment figure will grow to 850 by the end of next year. And when this plant reaches full capacity, we'll build 800,000 transmissions a year, which are going to be sent to factories in Michigan, in Ohio, in Italy. This is not Italy, US, it's Italy overseas, Turkey, which is also overseas, as well as a number of other assembly plants across the world. 1 week ago, we presented a 5-year plan which describes our route to becoming a much stronger and a much more profitable competitor. Our goal by 2018 is to reach 7 million units in global sales, and the plants in Tipton and Kokomo are going to play, and as they have played to date, a crucial role in helping us attain our target. The opening here in Tipton represents phase 2 production of our industry-leading 9-speed transmission, which is also being built at ITP-1, and it does also mean additional work in our Kokomo facilities that do casting and machining. With the startup of TTP, we're enhancing the status of this region is the single largest transmission installation in the whole world. Now, just recently, we reached the landmark numbers of 17 million four-speed transmission and 3 million six-speed transmissions built in Kokomo. And over the past 5 years, we've announced investments of over 1.6 billion and the creation of 2,600 jobs in this region. The real number is that this man sitting over here, Brian Harlow, has been able to extract over $4 billion out of me in the last 5 years. But this brings our total employment in Indiana now to more than 7,000 people. And we reached this point because of the cooperative efforts of state and local governments, our labor partner, the UAW, and the residents of this region. And today we celebrate our partnerships and we declare our faith that this is the start of something significant, an operation that will play a vital role in creating prosperity for both FCA and for the surrounding communities. My optimism is not only based on the investment in the equipment and in the state-of-the-art information technology that is used for training, resolution of issues, and conveying solutions throughout the manufacturing system. Above all, my confidence is rooted firmly in the knowledge that those of you who work in this area have shown a consistent dedication to delivering products of outstanding quality. You have embraced the principles of world-class manufacturing, which is enabling us to compete with the best manufacturers in the world. All of our plants in this region are now on the threshold of reaching bronze, based on proving clear know-how and competence in WCM. And we expect at least 2 of the plants will reach the bronze level this year, as determined by outside experts. Now, I want you to know how grateful I am for the pride and for the passion that you bring to the job every day. You are, and I mean this sincerely, you are the authors of a major success story of creating a great turnaround and making it possible to create the need for this new plant here in Tipton. I also want to tell you how much I appreciate the way you invest your time and your capabilities in making your communities a better place to live. This is one of the fundamental values of our group. As I said to the graduating class this morning, I believe our lives have a higher purpose than just self-interest. Our perspective on everything changes when we set out to make a difference. Last year, our Kokomo employees contributed more than $800,000 to the United Way fundraising, and Chrysler has donated $500,000 to support the Kokomo Family YMCA, the new facility to help promote health and wellness for local residents. And we have also contributed to the construction of a statue honoring the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. in Kokomo. Our employees are always ready to roll up their sleeves to help. Just a few days ago, about 50 of them helped plant trees that will help enhance the quality of life in nearby Rushville. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Rushville is not a good term these days. In a partnership with Ivy Tech Community College and area high schools, we're helping to train the next generation of workers through Project AIM, which stands for Advanced Innovative Manufacturing. In addition, during the past year, more than 1,000 local students have visited our facilities as part of our efforts to engage young people in the future of manufacturing. And we've also partnered with Purdue University in projects aimed at improving manufacturing results at our plants in Kokomo and in Tipton, and currently interns from Purdue are participating in several research projects. This plant and its location in the middle of a rural area exemplify the biggest drivers of Indiana's economy, manufacturing and agriculture. And when it comes to the automotive manufacturing employment, Indiana is number 2 in the country. Indiana's diverse agricultural industry contributes more than $25 billion annually to the state's economy. And we're well aware that manufacturing and farming are each part of the soul of this region, and we are fortunately involved in both. FCA's sister company, CNH Industrial, through its brand Case IH, teamed up with our Ram Truck brand to support the 2013 Year of the Farmer effort to benefit the FFA, formerly known as Future Farmers of America, including raising funds for the hunger relief efforts in local communities. These are all examples of how our people are deeply rooted in the communities where we operate. I began by saying that this is a milestone day. This area went through another life-changing event last November when a pair of tornadoes struck Howard County. And one cannot celebrate an event that caused millions of dollars in damage, that damaged hundreds of buildings and disrupted the lives of thousands. But in the most difficult times, true character emerges. The residents of this region showed their courage as they immediately began to pull together to rebuild their towns and reclaim their way of life. That night, as I was following the events here in Indiana and speaking to Brian, I was informed that the roof of our casting plant had been partially blown off. I thought that this plant might ultimately be down for a few weeks. But early the next morning, our team members assessed the damage and got to work clearing debris and putting temporary covering over the roof to protect people and the equipment. And amazingly, we were operational again within 24 hours. But we realized that many homes of our own workers and their neighbors have been hit, and even the Union Hall for UAW Local 685 have been destroyed. So we've contributed safety glasses, gloves, people, and funds, as all across the area people pitched in to help their neighbors. The recovery task is not yet complete, but the residents of this region have shown the resilience and the determination to forge ahead, to restore what has been lost and to build something even better. FCA is an integral part of the greater North Central Indiana region, and we're proud to play a part in building something even better than what has been lost. As of today, the Tipton Transmission plant is now officially part of that future. To all of those who are working here and at our other facilities, I simply urge you to keep faith in your leaders and in each other, and to continue to give your best efforts. If you do, I believe that we can create a future as satisfying and as exciting as we all hope it can be. Thank you very much for being here.